Hi everyone, I am Dr. A. Sedupati, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. In this video, going to see about what is the overview of mechanical engineering, basics, and what are the manufacturing processes in mechanical engineering. So in this video, you will go to see thoroughly in the foundry process. So this is the mind map and what is the empathy of this foundry process. So in mechanical engineering, the manufacturing process are so many. So one of the process is foundry. So foundry is making a mold and pouring the metal, getting the castings for a desired shape. So how the mold will be created and how the metal will be melted and what is pour, what is pattern and what is the molding box. So what are the tools we are using for making the molds? So these are all elaborately discussed in this video. So first we understand why we need foundry process. So all the products are manufacturing in not in same manufacturing methods. So different parts, different equipments or different machines manufacturing from different type of manufacturing process. So in foundry process, the mostly automobile parts and heavy machine parts are manufacturing in this process. So this is the specializing in producing metal castings. And this will be classified into essential roles in various industries and manufacturing the parts, various complex designs are manufacturing from this method. So the picture shows what is mold and how it will be prepared and what is the metal and how it will be melting. So first of all, we make a mold. First, we make the pattern. So pattern is the masterpiece of the which product we will go to manufacture. So this pattern will be create the enormous number of molds. So the mold is the cavity, the impression of the pattern. So the pattern impression will be created by the molding sand. The molding sand will be covered by boxes. So the pattern will be fixed center and close the box cues and remove the two boxes, remove the pattern. The pattern impression is formed in the squeezed sand. So the cavity is created in the center, which is what is the size and shape of the pattern we are using to make the molds. So after closing, the metal will be melted by the furnace like cupola or induction. So the metal will be melted by furnaces and tapped into ladles and poured into the molding boxes. So the molding boxes before we close, we are provide molten metal pouring area that is called runner and the metal will be filled after getting raised by mold box that is called riser. So this is after solidification, after sometimes for 2 or 3 hours, we remove the molding boxes and get the desired castings. This is the casting process. So the flow chart will be clearly established what is foundry process and molding process. First sand preparation to remove the impurities and making a mold through pattern and molding boxes, and the sand conditioning is mixing with some binding materials For core, this is the important for making hollows or critical curvature areas. We are using cores. Core also making like a sand casting process, and the core will be set into the mold box which area they needed. After material will be raw material inspected, the composition and melted, then pouring into the molding box, get cooling. After sometimes they unboxing the molding boxes. So the casting will be get by the surface around sand sticking area. So the casting need to be clean. So we are using salt blasting methods to clear the sands on surface of the casting. Then casting shakeouts and finishing the casting, remove the fins and extra projections from the castings. If needed, we get some heat treatment process. For heat treatment process, the castings getting stress relief and getting machinability and hardness. After finishing the heat treatment, going to painting needed, then send into the machining. So the casting is the rough measurement, but comparatively, what is the exact size? The casting size will be 2 or 3 extra for machining purpose and some allowances. So this is the casting process used in foundries. So mostly these three type of castings we are using in the foundry. One is cell molding. In this type, we are making the mold by cells. So this is applicable for manufacturing the cylinders and for engine cylinders and cylinder heads. The investment casting, this is very costly. The pattern is making with uh, the pattern is made with the wax material. The wax material is dipped into the ceramic solution. After the wax is burned out and the ceramic getting the molds and poured into the metal, we are getting castings. So this is used for impellers and diffuser. The accuracy and precision castings we are making in investment casting process. Then die casting, this is the low temperature metals we are using like aluminum and lead, like a small melting point metals. And the dies, two type of dies we are using in the die castings. One is stationary and another one is movable. The stationary is fixed in the machine and the movable is fixed in the RAM. They are closed inside. They have cavity for which size and shape be needed. After the melting metal will be injected into these cavities and a fraction of second we wait for cooling. Then the movable die is getting backward. The desired part will be sticked in the stationary die. We eject by the casting through the pins that we already they provided in the dies. So this is mostly automobile covers and engine covers, small accessories, lightweight materials we are using for the die casting process. So this is mostly used in the casting process in foundries. I hope all of you understand what is the foundry and how, what are the molds and what is the casting and how it will be prepared. So different types of castings. Thank you.